It's time for Tech Time with Timmy. Hello, welcome to Tech Time with Timmy. In this episode, Timmy's going to be talking about how to make a graded form in Google Forms. If you don't know much about Google Forms, you should probably go back to Timmy's previous video on Google Forms, and that'll tell you all about Google Forms. But so in this video, Timmy's going to be talking about how to make a graded form. So if someone fills out your form and they give you answers to your questions, then the grading system will actually tell them if they got the answers correct or not. So it's really cool, and it's a good little quiz. So let's get started. So when you're in your new Google form, you just come up to this cog icon where it says settings, and you just click on that, and then you go up the top menu thing here, you go over to where it says quizzes, and then you just click on this switch that says make this a quiz, and now it's a quiz. So down here you can have different preferences for the quiz. So here there's the release grade, so you can have it release grade immediately after submission. So that's once someone clicks submit on the form, it tells them the grade they got, how well they did, and this is after, so you can do it manually later on. So Timmy's going to just choose immediately after submission. Now down here, this is what the respondent can see. So the person who's filling out the form, what you want them to see. So it shows them the missed questions, what the correct answer is for the missed question. So if they got a question wrong, it tells them what they should have put. So you can, by clicking on them, you can check or uncheck these boxes and displaying the point values. So on every question, you give it a different amount of points. It can be the same amount of points, but you give it some points. So you can show whether they want to see that there is points, or it doesn't really matter. But Timmy's going to leave it ticked. So then, once you've done all these preferences, you go down here and click Save. So now, it's like a quiz. So you might just do a title, and then you come down here to the first question that's automatically there, and you make a question. And then once you've done that, you come down here, well, you come over here first to where it says multiple choice. You click on this, and when it's a quiz, you can only have these three ones. So you can only choose out of multiple choice, checkboxes, and a drop-down menu. So multiple choice is where you just click one of them in a list. Checkboxes is where you can tick as many as you want, and drop-down is like a drop-down menu to choose. So Timmy's going to click multiple choice, and then come over here, and you do the first option, and then you can add as many options as you want. And then once you've done that, and you've done all your options, then you click on answer key. And you click on the answer that's correct. And then you come up here to where it says points. You might just want to give it 1 point, or maybe if it's the hardest question, you give it 2 points or something like that. And then that's sort of done. So if you want to add another question, you can click this plus button here. So then once you've done your question, you can add heaps more if you want, but Timmy's just being quick. Then you would go up here and click send, and you can email it or embed it, but Timmy's just going to get the link to show you what the quiz is like. So we'll go over to a new tab and just see what the quiz looks like. So then when you get to the quiz, it looks like this. Well, you could change the color if you want, and if you had more questions it'd be longer, but this is the general idea. And it says 1 point here because you checked the box of showing the points. So then over here you just click the one that you know is right, and you click submit. And now it says your response has been recorded. So then down here you can click view your score, and it shows you what your score is. So it shows you that you got this question correct, which was this, and you got 1 out of 1 because there's only one question. But what if you filled it out incorrectly? So if we go back over here and click submit another response, if you filled it out incorrectly and then clicked submit, and then you clicked view your score, it would say that you got that one correct. So you got 0 out of 1 points, and it says the correct answer here. That's because you ticked the box to say you wanted the correct answer. If you didn't want it to show them the correct answer, you could just uncheck that box. So that's really how it's done. That'll be the end of this episode of Tech Time with Timmy. Bye.